Around the 70s, 80s, when my father had my very same age, he used to shoot film with his brother, which is my uncle. They shot film, they developed black and white film in a rudimental but still effective darkroom, and they also even printed. My father used to have a Minolta SRT-303B, while my uncle used to have a Canon 81. One day my uncle's Canon was being clad, which means it was in maintenance, and for a school trip he decided to ask my father for his Minolta. My father agreed to lend his Minolta, and that very day, on a school trip to Rome, the Minolta SRT-303B was stolen. My uncle then decided to give to my father his Canon 81 and he bought himself an Olympus OM10. And that very Canon 81 is nowadays my film camera, but this is a different story. The first time I heard this story was last year's Christmas in 2019, don't get me wrong, not 2020. And when I heard it the first time, I decided it could have been a good choice to, well, buy a Minolta SRT-303 and gift it to my father on the very next Christmas, which was last year's Christmas, 2020. And so during the first lockdown back in April 2020, I looked on eBay for a Minolta SRT-303 in good conditions to, well, buy it and gift it to my father, and I found a good deal, actually a great deal, and I bought it. And here it is, a Minolta SRT-303 with a Rocco lens 50mm 1.7. And before talking about this camera, I have to tell you something else. So this present was supposed to be a Christmas gift for Christmas 2020, but it got a lot more important to me when my father contracted COVID-19. And he got it in November 2020 and he spent 3 weeks in hospital, and luckily we got him back for Christmas, before Christmas actually, around the 15th of December, but he had to stay in a hospital bed for more than 3 weeks, basically a month. For obvious reasons I won't show you the moment I gave him the present, but what I want you to know is, luckily he was present during Christmas, and I gave him the Minolta and here she is. Some of you might have noticed that this is not the SRT-303B version, it is the standard one. But the thing is, when I heard the story for the first time, he didn't mention he had an SRT-303B, so what I've done is simply buy an SRT-303. Also, apparently the SRT-303B version is a little step down from the 303, so, well, it is an improved version. So today, as requested by my father, we give it a test. I got a roll of Fomapan400 and a snowy scene which is waiting to be shot.
Oh no.
If you're wondering why there's an excessive grain, it's probably due to the Fomapan being developed in Rodinal. I discovered they don't get along together.
It's not true, come on. May see you on the other side.
La macchina dondolona.
Che cos'era?
You done it?
Sì!
Yes.
Chissà cosa è venuto. Anzi no, non è vero, non voglio richiudere.
Hello.
Ho sbagliato.
Hello. They're still there.
You look dreadful. No, mate, I'm just kidding.
And here we are again. So what do I think about this camera? First of all, I have to say it is better than my Canon 81. And the reason why I'm saying this is, well, actually there are a few reasons. First of all, the loading system. It has a sort of plastic pin, which grabs the film and you are always sure it's not going to detach from this one. And I've actually noticed that due to this feature, I've shot 2 more frames than usual on my Fomapan400, which is something that never happens on the Canon. Sometimes I'm scared it's going to slip away from these small plastic pins that should grab the film but don't really. It's an old way. This is a far better choice. Secondly, it weighs more, a little bit more to be honest, like around 200-300 grams. And I have to say, it is a good thing to me, because it feels like you got something more sturdy in your hand, not something that's going to break anytime. There are a few strange features, in my opinion, like turning on the camera is under the plate, which is strange to me. I mean, you have to turn this little circle and you get it on. I'm used to my Canon 81, which has the on and off switch on the left side, and I believe maybe this is a better choice, but again, I'm not going to say that I disapprove this. What else to say? Well, a few more features I would like to highlight are the mirror lockup and the self-timer, which my Canon 81 does not have. In the end, I'm really proud of this camera. I mean, I'm really proud of choosing to give this camera to my father, and I hope he's going to use it in his years of retirement. And well, that's it. That's all I had to say about this camera. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, share the video, do whatever you want, to be honest. And I would really love it if you could subscribe to the channel, because for this 2021 I've got great goals in my mind. Obviously I'm not saying I'm going to be popular at the end of the year. It is not even my main goal, to be honest. Obviously I'm not going to say I would not like to be popular. I wouldn't dislike it, to be honest, but it's not the reason why I'm shooting film, and it's not even the reason why I'm making these videos. So, well, that's it. Again, I wish you a great year and enjoy your life. Cheers.